I don't know if it was that face or that sound, but both of them shit scared me. Several hours later, after all of us had finished our dinner, supervisor responsibility. When a high-ranking member of a team takes responsibility on behalf of their team. I opened the dictionary on my smartphone and yawned. Let me read that again. I opened the dictionary on my smartphone and repeated the definition in my head. To think there was a custom for falling on the sword for someone else's blunder. But then I remembered when Rindo went all over Amasaki Island on an apology tour. Who received what benefit for the establishment of such a rule? Humanity was truly incomprehensible. My lack of foresight had embarrassingly moved Kotone to bow an apology. She seemed truly regretful. This stirred feelings I couldn't quite place, but manifesting such consequences inspired me to never make the same mistake again. I crept quietly downstairs. I overheard a running faucet. It seemed she was in the kitchen tidying up things after dinner. Slowly, I continued. I tiptoed toward the kitchen. Alright, that's ill, sorry. Something had pulled my collar from behind, forcibly halting me in place. I sensed no physical force, but rather a magical manipulation of space. Damn, that Mizir, he's so based. There was only one being other than myself capable of just such magic.
こらこらストップ。イルは厨房できんでしょ。欲しいのはジュース、ケーキ。俺が取ってきてあげるから、ここでおとなしく待ってな。
I heard that Keki. As expected, it was Mizir.
違います。私はただ琴音に。
コーヒー？ああ、カフェラテ入れてほしいの？なら片付けが終わるまで待たなきゃね。
いえ、ですから。
He misunderstood my objective completely. However, I had no time to explain, and he forcibly sat me down at a stool beside the counter.
おい、そんじゃ俺は魔界に戻るから、ちゃんと彼女に時間外料金を払うのを忘れないようにね。
With that parting gift, Mizir fled the room, shutting the gate behind. I had been given clear instructions not to enter, so I had no choice. All I could do was wait here for Kotone to come out.
おい、Kotone、こっちの皿洗い終わったぞ。空拭きは我に任せて。
Okay, thanks you two. It seemed I had erred, for Kotone was not alone. Kanasa Ignis kept her company. Judging by their tone of voice, they were assisting her with the cleaning. For some reason, I was assailed by a dull knock of emptiness.
まだしばらく時間がかかりそうですし、部屋に戻りましょう。
With that, I marched back to my room. Then I rested my cheek upon the hammock which lay in place of a bed. Normally, I would immediately pick up a nearby game console and start up an Otome game, but... Oh. At the moment, it felt like a hollow pursuit. In open, public spaces, I had been forbidden from singing divine hymns. If only they had told me earlier, I wouldn't have erred so egregiously. However, where could I have obtained such information? I hadn't been here in 10 years. Such matters were of no consequence before. When Soan was still alive, this place, Enchante, was my world. I once believed Otome games to be the cornerstone of my emotional education. Once in a while, Ignis would drag me out, or I'd venture outside with Soan, but no matter what occurred, it was swiftly dealt with, and no such criticism had been levied at me. Which is why I had no need to learn of the world outside, nor did I have any interest. But now is different. Ever since Otome arrived, my curiosity in the world outside, my curiosity in the outside world blossomed. I sought knowledge outside of my comfort zone. But my fervor, in tandem with my carelessness, caused considerable trouble for Otome. Man, my voice is like leaving me. Not only has she escorted to something I insisted upon seeing, I repaid her kindness by foisting responsibility onto her. These cryptic feelings stirred tirelessly within me, so I sought comfort by nervously caressing my limited edition figurine. It's gonna lose its value. The means and process to purchase such goods was well recorded, so I learned it immediately. Over and over. Rindo, Ignis, and others instructed me to do so. However, no matter how many internet pages I parsed through, I found no such documents. I hadn't a clue what to reference. What were sense and sensibility? How had they differed from manners? What things are allowed to be done? What things are subject to punishment? What helps others adapt to the human world as if it were nothing? And
なぜ私だけがこのアンシャンテで取り残されているのでしょう。
Otome is a good human. She politely listened to what I have to say and took me to places at my request. Causing trouble for her was no admirable act. That, at least, I understood. Then, going forward, to avoid repeating the same thing, was it best for me to refrain from ever asking her to take me outside?
彼ならこういう時どう反応するのだろう。
He would not the answer at a time like this. Would not know the answer. Aksys, why y'all be leaving out words? Make that make sense to me. Oh, you done tapped into the Matrix again.
いる。入っても構わぬだろうか。
Aniki, yeah, come in. A voice at the door interrupted me with deep in thought. This low, piercing voice belonged to Canis. Had he finished assisting Otome? I had no particular reason to refuse him entry. Come in, I returned through the door.
失礼する。夕食時のお前の様子が少々気にかかってな。 今回の件についてだが、あまり気に病むな。無論お前自身が己を見直す必要はある。だが偏った対応を取ってきた我々にもそれなりの責任が。いる。どうしたのだ。
それは私の言葉です。どうしたのですか、カヌス。私の顔を見つめているのでしょう。
A strange feeling came buzzing in my ear. Had I struck a nerve with him?
いや、何かいつもと雰囲気が異なるような気がしてな。さすがのイルも反省しているということか。
Induced by Canis tilting his head in question at me, I returned the same gesture. The following day, thanks to everyone's quick reactions, the incident never went public. Of course it didn't. But we weren't totally off the hook.
ほほー、なるほどなるほど。それは面白いことが起きたものだね。
Oh, great, it's these two.
まあ、起きるべくして起きたって感じっすよね。
At the time, an unusual combination of guests had visited. Of all the regulars who normally could handle the rush without issue, only Rindo was here with me.
イルさんがどんだけ強いか知らないっすけど、ベスティアじゃ生きていけなさそうっす。こう、騙されて、サクッと殺されそう。
Let me guess, you'd probably jump in on that action.
てか、俺の名前も間違えて覚えたままだし。天使ってみんなあんなぽやぽやな感じなんすかね。
I do like Ill's nickname for Dromi. It's either Brother Dromi or Dromies. I don't know which one I like better. I think I like excuse me. I think I like Dromies over Brother Dromi.
お待たせしました。ご注文のアイスホットケーキとバニラアイスになります。
配膳ご苦労様だね。では早速いただくと。
A block of ice. Them cold cakes, Kadia, sweetheart.
このアイスホットケーキとやら、レンジでチンが必須のやつでは。
Why don't you just get that child some gloves so he won't fumble around and be freezing people's food and stuff?
面白い能力っすよね。俺が頼んだのはアイスでよ。勝った！スプーンの方が俺曲がっちゃったんすけど。
Chad, you got a, I don't know, cinder block. A solid, you got a piece of iceberg in your. What? Kadia? These two are here as customers right now. Y'all don't start. Kadia and Kororo next to him clicked their tongues at the same time.
ああ、ごめんね。昨日の騒動を聞きつけたのか、どうしても連れてけってうるさくてさ。ミカドのやつ、最近はドローミともよくつるんでて、その時もたまたま一緒だったから。
That's cute. No, it's fine. There's still customers here. I appreciate their business. Our lively chat continued for a short while.
いやー、それにしてもつくづく打天使というか、彼の得意性は興味深いね。
Mikado had given up on poking his hot cakes with a fork, or with his fork, gazing at the stairs leading to the second floor. Did you say peculiarity?
そうだとも。彼は人外の中でもレア中のレア、天使なのだよ。身体、頭脳ともに優れた存在にもかかわらず、人間界についての知識を身につけるのが非常に遅い。この矛盾、得意性と言わずして何というのかね。
Now that Mikado had said it so fervently, I stopped working for a minute.
ああ、考えてみればそうっすね。俺だってもうここにはある程度馴染んでるのに不思議っす。なんつうか、あの抜けっぷり、天然の一言で片付けていいんすかね。
That's...
というわけでだよ。この際、イル君も一度カリア君のように精神鑑定を受けたらどうかな。そう、むしろ今からでも。
Upon saying this, Mikado ran up the stairs to the second floor. Hey, wait! You just can't go up on your... However, without a moment's delay, Rendo grabbed him by the collar, and restrained him.
話したまえ。人の善意はありがたく受け取っておくべきなんだぞ。
いや、お前のは善意じゃなくて単なる好奇心だからね。ほら、もう目的は達したんだし、帰った帰った。この後向かいと合流する予定なんだろう。
僕は諦めないからな。首、もとい羽を洗い、ふっかふかにして待っていたまえ。打天使ことイル君。
羽毛布団かよ。
After being casually tossed out by Rendo, Mikado strides away from the shop.
言ってる当人がイルさんに負けず劣らず変人っす。
Kuro, do work. Bite this dude. It's crazy. This in denial, this repressed crazy. I don't know what that means. It almost felt like Kuroro gave Dromi a cold look and told him, "You're one to talk."
っていうかさ、俺思ったんだけど、人外って大半はいるみたいなもんなんじゃない？カヌスたちとかがこっちに馴染むのが早すぎるだけで。
What do you mean?
ほら、俺体調管理のためにたまにメディオへ空気を吸いに行ってるじゃん。そこで小さい妖精とかにちょくちょく会うんだけどさ、やっぱこっちの話が通じないっていうか、まずホニャララとは何って知識の話から始まるんだよね。普通はさ、そういうもので通じるから説明なんていらないじゃん。
Upon hearing Kadia's words, Rendo realized something.
あ、そうか。例えば妖精に対して車道は危険だから気をつけろって忠告しても。
うん。まず車が何かから説明して、そこからまた 車の何が危険なのかまで説明しなきゃいけない。
That made total sense. After all, fairies had wings. There was no need for cars in their world.
妖精たちはメディオだけで生活が完結してるからいいけどさ。イルは人間界で生活するのが精一杯で、それを学ぶ機会が存在しなかったんじゃないの？まあもちろん自分から引きこもってた影響もあるんだろうけどさ。
It's sad when a middle schooler is schooling you all. Grown-ass people. That's right. Ill's homeland, also known as Kaom, seemed to put value in different things. What was he thinking? Oh my god. Rendo went silent. I have trouble with RW consecutively. Rendo went silent with a serious look on his face. Maybe Grandpa had felt the same. He had to put all his effort into helping Ill settle into a normal life. There was no time to teach him anything else. If only he had more time. Oh, goodness. Stop it, Sasha. Red Bull, you suck. You didn't keep me up all night. But if Ill ever changed his mind, if he strongly desired to know more about the human world, I'd want to help him however I could to help him fulfill his dream. However, speaking of Ill, he hasn't shown up to the cafe at all.
いつものことじゃないっすか。きっとゲームに夢中なんすよ。
I guess that's true, but I just hope he's not too down about yesterday. I looked over at the stairs that Mikado charged towards only a minute ago. A flurry of anxious feelings came at me. In the end, after sunset, it was time to close the shop. But Ill never came downstairs. Ooh, yikes. That's not good. I went out to buy things for dinner. As I greeted and chatted with townspeople who I had met along the way, I realized something. Compared to everyone else, I don't hear much talk about Ill. Of course, some people expressed concern for him, like the elderly couple I passed by. But for the most part, nothing conspicuous. It's probably because when Grandpa was still alive, he never got to leave the house. Which explains why Ill never realized how peculiar his values and behaviors came off to others. Since Ill started coming outside, I don't really want to restrict him too much. Right. I just have to be more careful next time. Carelessness is the greatest enemy. I engraved those words into my heart. It sealed it with another yawn. Just then, by sheer coincidence, I happened to pass in front of a game store. Sitting in front of the store was a large retail TV which played lively music. I was hit with deja vu as I choked my stare at what was playing on the TV screen. That was a weird choked my stare. The fuck? Alright. Is this an ad for that memorable Otome game Ill mentioned? When the title was finally revealed, my hunch was confirmed, so I stuck around to watch it. Ho ho! It was the footage and editing I ended up making a low voice of impression, much like Canis would when...
アンシャンテのマスターか。
Eh? Behind me, someone talked from pretty close distance, and I swung around quickly in surprise. Oh. Yes. Weird guy. Or assistant, whatever. Before I knew it, standing there was a man who I've seen before, but don't really know. He's wearing a hood, and his face is almost totally hidden. If I recall, you were Mikado's assistant.
皇帝 GPM 開発課課長ミカドアキラは私の雇用主だ。
Hello. This is the first time we've spoken, right? I'm Katone Awaki. It's nice to meet you. Of course. A man of few words, ladies. Did he not hear me?
お前はいかなる理由でこの映像を観察していたのか。
Bitch, I ain't gotta tell you shit. Especially when you giving me that cold shoulder. Huh? This video. You meant the Otome game ad, right? Out of interest, I guess. One of my regular customers has been looking forward to this game's release.
例の打天使か。
The fuck? Oh yes, it's him. Mikado must have told you, right?
皇帝だ。
He said it was a remake of the first Otome game he ever played.
そうか。
I'm pretty sure he doesn't give a fuck either. Unlike Mikado, you're not very interested in ill, are you?
回答を拒否する。第三者に語る必要性を感じない。
Of course, girls. He likes to clam up when he wants to look cool and shit. I see. A silent type, or just a bookish person?
無駄話が過ぎた。ミカドアキラよりこと捨てを預かっている。
From Mikado? For me? When he visited the shop around lunch, he was forced to leave. So maybe he didn't get to tell me.
皇帝天崎島における事件。林道薫による妖精界メディオの調査資料の増加により。ミカドアキラはしばらく多忙となり、アベカリアの身体検査を担当することが不可能となった。
Oh, oops. Sorry, y'all. Wait, then, what should we do in the meantime?
もとより、アベカリアは自主的に GPM に出向く傾向がない。よってミカドアキラの代理として、私が次回以降のアンシャンテに出向き、彼の検査を担当する。
Oh, I see. Mikado must be having a tough time. I understand. I'll let everyone know. And while you're at it, please come by to enjoy some coffee as a guest too. Katane, where he gonna drink the coffee? Is he gonna like dip the paper that's covering his face or whatever? Or is that his face? What's the deal with this guy? Of course, nothing. Anyway, I'll be going now. Please treat Kadia well. I get the feeling he won't.
Ah, やっと見つけた。こんなところにいたのかい、女子くん。まったく、人を迎えに来ると言いながら 約束の時間も場所もガン無視するとはね。おかげでこの人混みの中、君の姿を探す羽目になったよ。何度おまわりさんに声をかけられたことか。ところで、
Oh, oops, I don't know what I did. Not like he said much, though.
去り際の姿がちらっと見えたけど、アンシャンテのマスターと話していたのかい？直接会話するのは初めてだろう。どうだい？彼女に対する印象は。
平凡。平均的なステータスしか有しない人間。
Oof, yikes. Gonna diss me in my own game.
あれを御する力など、かけらも持っていない。
つまり興味なしと。厳しい評価だね。喫茶店のマスターにそんな能力を求めるのも酷だと思うけど。
それよりも帝明。
お？
この広告映像、乙女ゲームなる娯楽機構についていかなるものなのか詳細な説明を要求する。
Interesting. Why are you so bothered? Why are you so bothered about it? After I had secretly watched Katone depart so that I could go shopping. Uh-oh. Dog it. Sorry. I returned to my room and began to play Otome games as I normally would. You went out on your own? Ew! I could not shake yesterday's events from mind. Aksys had suggested it was imperative for me to live as usual. However, my thoughts and actions contradicted. Normally, the stories of love shared between the characters on my screen would cause my heart to flutter. Oh no! I could hardly put on my headphones. Is it really okay for me to be carefree and play Otome games like this? Absent-mindedly, I returned my gaze to the Otome game screen in my hands. I pressed the progression button. The next message is, "Thank you for all your help. You're so dependable." The heroine's lines of gratitude to one of the main characters displayed. Aw, baby, you are dependable. You're just a little stronger than I would thought. For some reason, while the word itself wasn't too unusual, it caught my eye. I pondered the meaning of the word, which suddenly appeared in my view. I realized I had never taken the opportunity, and I searched through my memory. I know you get that picture-perfect memory, right? In Otome games, if something happened, it was often the case of, or that a love interest would help out. Perhaps that goes for Katone as well. If she has a similar state of mind as this heroine, heroine, excuse me. And duh, she does. But of course, Il doesn't know that because we're looking at Otomeception. Mizir, do you have a moment? I found some unusual coffee beans, so I wanted to try blending them. I wanted your thoughts on the taste and to ask for any advice you have.
もちろんミシェル先生がしっかり助言してあげますとも。
Sorry about this, Canis. I know I asked you to carry everything. Is it heavy?
この程度は軽いものだ。他にできることがあれば何でも言ってくれ。
Thank you, my dependable knight.
お前な、一人で外出るなら好きだらけで歩くのやめろっての。
Of course, I actually agree with Ignis because of Katone's stature. If she knew how to handle herself, I'd be like, yeah, shut up, Ignis. She's good. She could handle herself, but no. Katone most certainly cannot handle herself, so I agree with Ignis.
ダチの悪いナンパ野郎に絡まれるの、これで何回目だ。
You say that, but how can I not be so vulnerable? I'm the protag. You're supposed to protect me. But I'm glad you showed up to help, Ignis. Thank you. I recall daily life here, with the figures of the others helping Katone. In contrast,
琴音、琴音、今日時間は空いていますか？あなたに折り入ってお願いがあります。可能ならば今日中にここに私を連れて行ってほしいのです。
At least he's aware. Ew, I just baked some of the. Oh, fuck. Ew, I just baked those wonderful cookies you mentioned before.
ありがとうございます。あなたの焼いたクッキーは程よい甘さで大変好ましいのです。
Ow. Damn, she knows how to bake her sweets too, huh?
私は特にこのココア生地が練ってあるクッキーの味を気に入っています。
Okay. When you say that, it makes it worth making them. Oh, I'll clean the dishes, so leave them there. Are there any other snacks you want? It might take some time to practice, but I'm up to the challenge.
そうですね。では、
I stood in reflection until I realized.
私はほとんど琴音の役に立っていないの。
He notices. Poor baby. In fact, I ask her for things and am pampered, and now I've created more work for her. Well, in a way, I suppose nothing's changed since Soan was around. But with her, when it comes to Katone, for some reason, I have the urge to rebuke myself. Even though right now, she's not in low spirits or any sort of trouble. But that doesn't change how kind she is as Enchante's keeper, for which I am grateful. Therefore,
彼女のためにできることを。
before I realized it, I had put away my game console and walked in front of a certain room.
あ、誰だよ。
私です。
箱入り？
お前が俺たちの部屋に来るなんて珍しいな。入っていいぜ。
A hermit. While I was somewhat accustomed to the term, it stung as I entered the room. There's no sign of Canis. He's likely returned to Medio. I decided to get straight to the point.
イグニス、あなたに尋ねたいことがあるのですが。
んだよ、またゲームの話か。なら俺じゃなくてカヌスか琴音あたりに。
I shake my head. Then
あなたが言う箱入りから変わるにはどうすればいいのでしょう。
は
Well, that music deaded real quick. So there you have it. For a while, Mikado's assistant will be stopping by. Don't be surprised if he enters the shop. Just greet him as normal. Yes, that big, hulking, tall, weird-ass guy. Don't pay him any, like, out of the way. I don't know a good term for that. Don't go out of your way to freak out about him. While they partook in their dinner, I told everyone about my earlier conversation. I already told Rindo, who isn't here, and the main person concerned. Yeah, I'm sleepy. I already told Rindo, who isn't here, and the main person concerned, Katia, through my smartphone. Jesus.
了解。にしてもアンシャンテにも新規の顧客が増えたね。
少し前までは想像もしていなかった変化だ。
Y'all see how tired I am? I'm fucking speaking for Canis. Oops.
大半がろくでもねえ客だけどな。あの変人の部下ね。癖がある予感しかしねえな。
Excuse me. Cheers to that, Ignis. I agree.
警戒は必要であろうな。
Oh, whoops. I probably went too fast. Just being Mikado's assistant has done huge damage to his reputation. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to ask his name. I should ask next time. Girl, you'd be lucky if he even breathes in your direction. Until he tells me, I go with Mr. Assistant for convenience. As I think about calling him this, I take a glance over at Il, who had finished eating his pancakes and ice cream parfait. Yak! All those sweets, child! A little goes a long way, but holy shit, man. Alright. He's quiet right now, but he was responding like normal during dinner. Oh, excuse me. Oh, just kidding. It seems he's gone back to his usual self, so I'm relieved. Just then.
ごっそさん、今日の飯もなかなかだったぜ。
What wildebeest did you sack down your stomach? Ignis finishes eating his last bite. Everyone takes that as a signal to say their after-meal greetings. That's a thing. Then, the fuck? Everyone except for Il stands up from their seats to carry their dishes to the kitchen. As usual, Mizir and Canis go to take Il's items. Oh, he doesn't like that. Oh. Or so they tried. Il picks up his plate and avoids their outstretched hands. Like, excuse you? What's wrong? He would always just smile and thank them for taking it. Il looks at the plate in his own hands, and his face stiffens into a somewhat dignified look.
私、自分で片付けます。
You'll do what? Why I get the feeling like as soon as he tries to even touch the kitchen door, them plates are gonna go everywhere but in the sink where they belong. With an uncertain manner in his hands, he stacks the plates he was using and raises them up. Oh Lord. Strains to keep them balanced and walks towards the kitchen entrance. We just stood there and let him do it. At that time, at that moment, a great commotion overtook Enchante.
バカな。イルが自ら片付けを。一体何が起きたというのだ。
今やってる乙女ゲームにすごい鬱エンドがあって、その精神的ショックでどうにかしちゃったとか。
Even if Otome had a real bad ending, I would still find a way to push past the pain, I guess, a little bit. But, okay, child, cleaning helps you do that, then who am I to stop you? As long as you don't chuck my dishes everywhere. Mikado, wait, no. Maybe we should call Mr. Assistant to do a medical exam.
お前らな、冷静に考えろ。逆に今までこんぐらいのこともしてなかったのがおかしいんだっつう。
That's true, but this is too sudden, so I'm worried.
ま、あいつだって気が変わることぐらいあんだろ。ごちゃごちゃ騒いでねえでよ。俺らもとっとと片付け。
Ignis's face suddenly stiffened. He pointed his gaze toward Il's hands as he entered the kitchen.
バカ！お前なんで大皿をコップの上に重ねてんだ？んな持ち方じゃ落とすに決まってる。
Oh Lord. Means you use your free, like, use some dumb magic that freezes everything before it falls. Oh Lord. That night, I knew this was gonna fucking happen. I knew it. I'm not even mad. I just knew it. The fallen angel's redemption was punctuated by the shattering of a dozen dishes. And I took that personally. He's really putting the fallen in fallen angel, hasn't he, with all those damn dishes. It thundered beautifully. Is it really beautiful? Throughout Enchante. No sir, no ma'am. Oh, well, that's it. Oh, Il, sweetheart. Mama Mid-Morning's a bit sad. But what is going on here? Alright, well, somebody's running a marathon late at night in the back alley. That's always a great place to run a marathon. No, but that's gonna do it for this video, y'all. Woohoo! Content ahoy. That was a kind of elongated chapter, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, one chapter down, 3 more to go, right? I think, I hope, yeah. Because Meteor is the only one that has like 5 or 6 or whatever, I don't know. So yeah, folks, the Red Bull kind of weaned off. And I'm not gonna lie, I did fall asleep a little bit, but it is what it is. It's already past midnight, y'all, so I'll be back at this again for chapter 2, and then chapters 2 and 3, hopefully. That's my schedule. But yeah, y'all, let's see where this goes. It was kind of a lighthearted start to Ill's chapter, or Ill's route. I keep fixing my mouth to say chapter. Lighthearted start to Ill's route, and like Ignis, it could start getting real grimy around this part. Chapter 2, chapter 3, you know. So, folks, thank you very much for joining me. Really appreciate it. Always appreciate it. Can never thank you enough for stopping on by, chilling with your girl. Y'all know my philosophy on this YouTube shit. View what you wanna, do what you wanna, and I'll see you lovely lads and lassies in the next episode. So until then, my friends, take care, take it easy, and peace.